Good morning from Greater Noida for this intercontinental cup match between Afghanistan and Ireland. Key match this, the two top teams at the top of the table after 4 matches, and we can go down now straight away and have a look, see what happened with this important toss here this morning.
Right in the middle for the toss, I've got the two captains alongside me. Asghar Stanikzai of Afghanistan, William Porterfield of Ireland. I've got the match referee as well, the former Sri Lanka fast bowler Graham Labourie. Graham gives the call to Asghar. Heads is the call.
And it's tails.
Afghanistan win the toss then. Asghar, what are you going to do?
Bismillah ar-Rahman, I would like to bat first.
Not too much thought gone into that, I would imagine. It's a very dry looking surface, isn't it?
Yeah, the wicket is looking good for spinning. That's why when it was left to bat first, you want to give some target because now it's good for batting.
And in terms of your spin attack, you've got Zahir Khan, you've got Rashid Khan, you've got Mohammed Nabi. It's a good looking spin attack, isn't it? You must be confident.
Yeah, obviously both three of very good spinners. And wicket taker, especially Zahir Khan's a young guy, and before the game 4 again they took a lot of wickets, and very good form, especially in Afghanistan they had took a lot of wickets. Our spin is good, and inshallah we are very confident.
A must-win game for you?
A must-win game for both teams, I think, because we will take 20 points in top of the table.
Thanks very much, Asghar. Congratulations on winning the toss, and good luck in the match.
Thank you very much.
Well, William, I'm guessing you'd wanted to have batted first if you'd won the toss.
Last time, but I think whatever you do first, you got to start the game well. So we're looking to apply some pressure early on here.
No Kevin O'Brien, no Boyd Rankin. What have you done in terms of your side for this match?
Oh, we haven't had Boyd for a while now. He obviously hasn't played a game on this trip. Kevin struggled to come back from his hamstring injury, so he misses out. But look, the way the balance of the side is, I think it's pretty good. We've got 4 spin options in there. We've got a 2-seam attack, and we've got batting down to 8-9. So we're pretty happy with the balance of our side, but we just got to go out there and perform as well.
Pressure? Is there pressure? Because obviously you're leading the table at the moment. First innings points will still see you on top of the table, whatever happens in this match.
Look, yeah, all things are pretty obvious. Like if we win the game, then we go clear again. But look, I don't want to look too far past this first hour, this first session of the game. I think you can get caught up a little bit in that if you go into a 4-day game, but if you don't stay in the present, I think you could put yourself behind the game. So we can come out here and look to put early pressure on and take a few early wickets, and then get on top from there.
Have you allowed yourself to think about Test cricket?
Look, it's obviously been a dream of every cricketer and every Irish cricketer. I'm sure Afghanistanis are no different to that. We want to play Test cricket. We've been fighting for that for quite a while, and this is the format, this is the pathway to that at the minute. So we've got to go out in this to keep going up the ladder and progress in that format.
William, thanks very much indeed for joining us. So the news out here in the middle is that Afghanistan have won the toss, and rather unsurprisingly, on a very dry looking surface, they've decided to bat.
Yeah, so I don't think that decision took too long thinking about. If you look down the Afghanistan side, they're very strong in the spin department, particularly with Rashid Khan. The one surprise for Ireland perhaps is that leg spinner Jacob Mulder has been omitted from the starting lineup. They're going in very much with a strong batting side there. Gary Wilson, often a middle order player, down at number 7. Ireland, well, we'll probably talk about the points and the significance of this in the first half hour, but Ireland here need really to get at least a first innings lead, get some points and retain their lead, their 19-point lead at the top of the Intercontinental Cup table. The team's eager to get on with this match. We're really looking forward to it up here in the commentary box. I'm David Townsend. With me, Brian Murgatroyd, who you saw down there at the toss. He's dashed back up here, barely a bead of sweat on him, and a great game in prospect, Brian.
Absolutely. Good morning to you, David. Good morning to all our viewers around the world, wherever you may be. And yes, this does promise to be an absolute beauty. The 2 top sides, the 2 top associate sides, and remember there's the carrot of the Test playoff for the winner in this tournament. It's going to be Tim Murtagh then, opening the bowling to Mohammed Shahzad. Mohamed Shahzad playing in this match as a specialist batsman, and Tim Murtagh, Mr. Experience, one of the leading wicket takers in this edition of the ICC Intercontinental Cup. But there's Mohamed Shahzad. Everyone knows him, of course, as a firecracker of a player in the shorter forms of the game, but he certainly knows which end of the bat to hold when it comes to the long game as well.
Tim Murtagh will be looking for that early breakthrough for Ireland. Very experienced man, of course, for Middlesex. Won the county championship title in England last year with Middlesex. One of the key players there. He's not quick, but he's very consistent. He'll be looking for a little bit of shape, perhaps, through the air with the new ball.
Well, it was slightly agricultural from Mohamed Shahzad. A lot of bottom hand, but he made good enough contact to send it back past the bowler for 4. So we're underway. Afghanistan off the mark in emphatic fashion.
Looking for the gaps on the offside. There's a couple of slips in a gully, but then a catcher in at short extra cover. And of course, if you can beat him, there's a boundary out there through the covers, but got a thickish inside edge on that. Perhaps just a hint of movement from Murtagh. Still 4 runs though.
Yeah, Mohamed Shahzad, the top scorer for Afghanistan in this edition of the ICC Intercontinental Cup at the start of this match. Before those 4 runs down the ground, 308 runs at an average of just over 61. A couple of centuries there. Didn't feature in Afghanistan's most recent first-class match. That was against the England Lions at the ICC Academy in December. And you mentioned, David, earlier in the over that Tim Murtagh, certainly not the quickest of bowlers these days, but already I think we're seeing on this surface there's a complete lack of pace. It's a very dry surface, it's a cracked surface. It was used for the first 2020 international between these two teams and the first one-day international. Remember, there have been 3 2020 internationals and 5 one-day internationals between these two sides prior to this match. I think we expect the ball to spin and spin quite prodigiously.
You've been out there to have a look at the pitch at the toss, Brian. 4-day match, and would you be expecting it to go the distance?
Certainly, it's a very good toss to win. There's no question about that. There's like a jigsaw puzzle of soil that makes up this surface, and the question is, will all those jigsaw pieces stay together, or will they break up?
Yeah. So dry surface should help the spin, but I think we need to spare a thought as well for the groundsman here in Greater Noida. He's not had the best preparation for these games. There have been, as Brian said, 3 T20s, 5 ODIs, and just a day in between. Only 7 strips out there for them to prepare, and a lot of cricket played in the last month. Peter Chase now is the going to take the new ball for Ireland here at the pavilion end. Tall, rangy seam bowler. Hits the deck quite hard. And looking for a little bit of bounce. I don't think he's going to find too much help from that surface out there, though. So Peter Chase, who plays his club cricket for Malahide in Dublin, and of course Malahide, the home of Ireland cricket, stadium being developed there. As indeed here Greater Noida being developed as the home of Afghanistan cricket.
Bowling to Shabir Nouri, Mohamed Shahzad's opening partner, former Afghanistan under-19 player. actually made his first-class debut against Ireland in the ICC Intercontinental Cup back in 2010 in Dambulla. Batted at number 3 on that occasion, made 85 in the first innings, an innings which spanned 5.5 hours. So he knows all about batting time and showing some patience. Scored 369 runs, most recently at an average of just over 30 in 6 matches in the 4-day domestic tournament in Afghanistan at the back end of last year. That's a tournament that now, of course, has first-class status. That was awarded by the ICC in February. And the 50-over competition in Afghanistan, that's been given List A status as well. Slight change in the field now with one of the fielders from cover. I think that's George Dockrell coming over to a mid-wicket position. So there's a short mid-wicket and an orthodox mid-wicket now, which suggests that Peter Chase is just altering his line of attack. Yes, he's still got the 2 slips and a gully in, but I'm reckoning already we've seen the ball not bounce a great deal. I would think Peter Chase is just simply going to go wicket to wicket here. We've seen precious little swing as well. Just to reiterate what we saw in that first over, very little pace in this surface. Niall O'Brien keeping wicket for Afghanistan.
A little bit of carry there, Brian. As you say, nothing. Bowlers will really have to bend their backs to get anything out of this, the quicker bowlers. Does come down from a good height. Peter Chase, he's wide up there, 6'6", 6'7" in old money.
Well, it was a little bit uppish through the gully. It's gone for 4. Shabir Nouri off the mark, but not a million miles away from the gully fielder. So a boundary apiece to the 2 openers, and after 2 overs, Afghanistan winning the toss and deciding to bat 8 without loss.
Not too much doubt, I think, here this morning that had Ireland won the toss, they would have batted as well. The pitch not expected to get better, but there is just a very small silver lining in losing that toss. Sharply played into the onside. A lead on the points table at the moment for Ireland. They've won all 4 of their games. Have 80 points. Afghanistan dropped a couple of points along the way. They have 61 points, and of course a maximum points victory, winning on first innings and winning outright,